Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Chargers.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back.
Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll get this to about the 38. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 3 touchdowns on the ground, and then, Charles, he threw one in through the air for good measure.
Yeah, you know you have to account for him in all situations. I mean, we know he can run the heck out of the football. You just noted what he did. But how about him being able to get out of the backfield, catch it, and get into the end zone as well?
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Short throw to Smith. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Herbert's throw there taken in by Smith. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the...
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Palmer. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now 3rd down and 7. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. That's taken in by Palmer. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll set up a throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So we have halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this one complete to Smith.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
On the option right, Herbert.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, They've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Herbert looking for his running back, and he's got him. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to find the open man and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Johnston on the quick slant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll decide to keep this once more. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
He's got daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Possession switching back now to the Chargers. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This pass finds its way to Williams. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's Herbert. He gets it over the middle to Palmer. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Herbert on first down now. Pass hauled in by Johnston.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Herbert throwing again. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders have recovered. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 40 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Raiders, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.
today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
Well, he got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? You look at this Raiders defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
To throw is Prescott. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 75. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, you talk about just coming in and completely seizing momentum. They can go up 21-0 here. We haven't even hit halftime.
And the other part of this, you can start to feel the unrest here in the stadium. I think these fans are saying, what hit us? And this isn't about fantasy points. This is about rooting their team on.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete to McBride.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
This is brought in at the 21. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught. A big pickup of 38.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So we've come to halftime after a very past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the 1st half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they've got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First down, here's the run with Cook to the 43, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Vegas. 54 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down, Prescott.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there complete to Allen.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Prescott now.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Caught by Allen.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the 1st half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, Prescott.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb
from 17 yards out.
And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Devontae Adams to the field again.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games.
He's got a man. Complete.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
And even 40 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
94 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Micah Parsons,
he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Prescott now on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Prescott yet again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flushed out right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing, Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's enough. Play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Prescott. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Jermaine Johnson
able to get in there and drop him behind the line. One last shot now for Prescott.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, you you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas,